आपने कभी सन को सोलर एक्लिप्स के ग्लासेस से देखा है? आप एक बार देखिएगा ज़रूर। क्या आपको सन की एज पता है? सन की एज 500 करोड़ ईयर्स है और सन अभी 500 करोड़ ईयर्स और ज़िंदा रहेगा और ऐसे ही एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस करता रहेगा। पर सन इतनी एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस कैसे कर रहा है, वो भी इतने लंबे टाइम से? चलिए पता करते हैं।
Next is the energy from the sea. It is of three types: ocean thermal, wave energy, and tidal energy. Ocean thermal energy. It is due to the difference in temperature of water at surface of ocean and at deep inside the ocean. The water at surface is heated by sun, but the water below remains cold. Next is the wave energy. Strong winds passing over surface of sea generates big wave. Although they are less than tidal waves, but still they have sufficient energy. The strong waves rotate the turbines. Next is the tidal energy. The moon's attraction is different on the surface of Earth at different times. Because of that uneven forces, the tides which periodically rise and fall are generated. This tidal energy can be used to generate electricity from the rotation of turbines. The next set of energy is geothermal energy. The earth consists of various layers. The outer mantle is very hot and it consists of molten metal. That heat comes out of the crust in the form of volcanoes or hot water springs. This heat can be used for heating water and producing steam to produce electricity. Next is the nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is probably the most important source of energy present today because of its potential. Before understanding what is nuclear energy, we first need to understand this equation. It is probably the most famous scientific equation. This equation has huge implications. In 1905, Albert Einstein, in his famous miracle year, published 4 papers. One of those papers resulted in this equation. According to it, the energy and mass are interconvertible. Everything in the universe is energy. Matter is just a condensed form of energy. Nuclear energy can be understood by the concept of conversion of mass and energy into one another. We know that atoms consist of a nucleus, in which protons and neutrons are present. When the nucleus of a small atom combines with another small nucleus, it is known as fusion. This combination produces a heavier nucleus. For example, hydrogen can combine with another hydrogen to produce helium. Another thing can happen. A bigger or any unstable nucleus can break into smaller nuclei. This is known as fission. In both the processes, huge amount of energy is generated. It is because when the nucleus combines or breaks, the arrangement of protons and neutrons change. The protons and neutrons have some binding energy associated with them. So during the change of the arrangement, that binding energy is released. So the nuclear fusion and fission reaction produce lot of energy. That energy can be used to heat up water, convert it into steam, and that steam can generate electricity by rotating the turbine. We will discuss the nuclear power plant or the nuclear reactor. The nuclear reactor consists of fuel. Generally, on Earth, we do not perform nuclear fusion because nuclear fusion requires 2 elements to be brought together. But as we know that the elements consist of electrons in the outermost shell, they repel each other. So, to fuse them, we need to provide the energy, which is not efficient. So, we do nuclear fission on Earth. Generally, the nucleus which is used is uranium-235. Uranium-235 is a very unstable atom. It breaks and releases a lot of energy.